And we back, man. We back. So as you can see, of course, as you can see, I'm doing the tier list. As we know, the season is coming up, and I felt like doing a tier list. Would be excited content for you guys. To see where your favorite team might land. And now look. I'm gonna preface with this, but this is my opinion. This is y'all can disagree and leave it in the comments, and I'm all up for the debate. Which you guys, if you guys disagree with something, so leave a comment. And like always, like and subscribe on the video. If you're an NBA fan, man, the season coming up. I don't want you to miss out on NBA content. So leave a like and subscribe on the video. We're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of other tier lists that I'm gonna do. So yeah, so leave a like so I can know if you guys like formats like this, tier lists and stuff like this. So yeah, so let's get into it, man. As y'all can see, you got the contenders. These are teams that's probably gonna make a deep run and go to the finals. You got the good but not there yet teams that's good but just missing out maybe one piece that could put them over the top. Then you got the teams that's gonna be in the playoffs. That's probably going, exit out around the second round. Teams that I feel like that's gonna be fighting for that play-in all year. Teams that's not really good but good enough to like fight for a play-in. And your tank teams, the horrible teams. But I'm gonna get started with the contenders real quick. Of course, Brooklyn. KD, Harden. What more else do I gotta say? I don't think I gotta say nothing there. Lakers, LeBron, AD. Yes, I know the jokes. They old. Everybody on that team is damn near over 40. But hey, any team with LeBron and AD, sign me up. Every year of possibly going deep. Um, the Bucks, come on now. The Bucks won the championship last year. And until they are dethroned, I don't see it should have been no argument. Um, and and two now just to throw a curveball in there. This might surprise people, which in my opinion, I don't think it really shouldn't surprise people. But I say the Suns are still contenders, man. I really like the Suns, man. They know how to play with each other. They experienced, getting to the finals. Yes, I know, the Lakers were hurt but still, man, I just love this team. I love the way they play together. I love their fight. So they made it to the finals. So until they are thrown, as that Western Conference team, I still got them as contenders, man. Now I'm gonna get to the tank teams, get all these teams out the way. The Cavs, the Rockets, who else? The Pistons. Like these are teams that are all young and have restarted their rebuilding process. Um, who else I could put up there? It's like I want to put the Kings up there, but the Kings are just weird, man. I don't really know. Um, what else teams? I know there's one more team up here that I'm missing. Um, it's like, do I want to put the Kings in there? I'm gonna put the Kings here, man. The Kings are just because of just the West and just the Kings are just gonna always be that team that's just kind of just. Eh, eh. But no, I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna remove the Kings. I probably have the Kings gonna have the Kings in the plan. Um, fighting for a playing spot. Um, I feel like I'm missing another team for this tank. I got Cleveland, Houston, Detroit. Um, yeah, I'm gonna leave that beef for right now. Now, the teams that are good but not there yet. Um, I feel like I'm gonna put the Clippers there. Because obviously the Clippers one pieces is his name is Kawhi, the Claw. So without him, I just I feel they still a good team, they still a really good team, but without Kawhi, which I think he's probably going to be out for the season. Not for sure, but I'm guessing. But if he is going to be out for the season again, then I just yeah, they gonna be a good team, but they it's not gonna be enough. Denver, I think is in that same boat. Denver, of course, Jokic still a really really good team, but it just all depends on Jamal Murray and his status. Can Jamal Murray come back? Soon enough so Denver can make that run because like fam, if Jamal Murray and like for the Clippers, if Kawhi and all of them come back, then these teams can easily without a doubt, be moved up to the contender spot without a doubt. But for right now, I'm gonna put them as teams that's good, but just not there yet. Um, Also, I have the Jazz. I got the Jazz as a good team, really good team, but this team has have to prove to me that they can make it deep. Like they haven't proven. So for that fact alone, I just feel like they just a team that's good. But as we seen every year, they can't get it done and make it deep in the playoffs. So for right now, I'm gonna have them as a good team, but just not there yet until they prove me wrong. Um, Also too, I think I'm gonna put also too, I think I'm gonna put who else I want to put in this category? I think hmm, I think I want to put hmm. Oh, I'm gonna put Dallas in this category too. Dallas is a team, you got Luca, but my big thing with Dallas, if Dallas can get uh Porzingis to play at a high level as he did with the Knicks and stuff, then I can easily put Dallas in the contender spot. But for right now, they just is nah. I just they haven't proven to me that they can, be a team that can really get deep in the playoffs and advance to the finals and all this. So so for right now, I got them in the good, but not there yet. They have to prove it to me. Um, Also too, I think for this category, I think that's pretty much it for me for teams that's missing one piece or I think that's where I'm gonna stop that list. Now for the teams that I think going to make the playoffs, I think Philly is going to make the playoffs. Philly is no longer for me in that contender spot or that good, but not there yet spot because we don't know what's going to happen with the Ben Simmons thing. We don't even know what package they're gonna get back for Ben Simmons. But I still think this team is really good enough to at least be in the playoffs. I give them that. Um, I also think, of course, Atlanta's going to be in the playoffs. I think this year, I think Atlanta is going to be really good again. But I just don't see them getting deep as they did last year because of course teams are more healthy and they really didn't make any moves this year and also too with like some of the rule changes that the NBA made, to certain things that's actually. And now, see, I don't know if these like certain rule changes are going to hurt Trey Young and the way he plays. I don't think it will, but I don't know. I see this team dropping back a little bit, but still being a really really good team. But I just don't have them in the same category as the the upper team. So, but I still think they can make it to the playoffs though for sure. Um, um, now me being a Bulls fan, I have my Bulls in the playoffs. I'm gonna have my Bulls in the playoffs, man. I'm a Bulls fan. This team has too much talent for it not to be in the playoffs. This team should be in the playoffs, and it should not be fighting for no playing spot. I'm sorry. That's just me personally. So I have the Bulls in the playoffs. The Knicks, I have them in the playoffs. I feel like the Knicks. Feel like the Knicks are gonna be good this year. They had one of the top you know defenses in the league. They added Kemba, another scorer to go along with Julius Randle. So I think the Knicks gonna be in the playoffs. Also, how could I forget? I have the Heat making the playoffs, but see, I, I think I want to move the Heat up though to the good, but I'm not there yet. Their team is really really good, but the only reason why I don't want to put them in that contending spot is because I want to see how it works. Because like on paper, that team is going to be a nightmare. Like you playing against that team, it's going to be a nightmare. So I have them as a really really good team, not as contender. I don't know, just something about that team where I feel like I just have to see how certain guys play this year. But I think I do think that the Heat are going to be really, really good yet. But I just think that they're not there yet. But I think that they're going to be really good. And hell, if things go right for them, I can see them, making another huge like run out of nowhere. So I have the Heat right there. I also have hmm. I have Portland making the playoffs, of course. Portland Dame and CJ. Like they are gonna be a playoff team. But the problem with them is they just can't never get over that hump. So but they still a playoff team. I have who else I get? I think Boston is going to be in the playoffs. I think Boston's going to like you get Jalen Brown back. Tatum is Tatum. And I actually like that pickup of Dennis Schroeder. So yeah, I think Boston still has a good team, and I, I think that they'll be in the playoffs. Now, my bad, y'all. Oklahoma is the. I know y'all probably was screaming, put Oklahoma in the tank spot. My bad. That's always slipped my mind. Oklahoma is a tank team. Orlando's a tank team. I don't know why those teams just slipped my. Those are tank teams. Those are teams that are tanking. My fault. I don't know how that they slipped in the cracks. Um, Now for the teams that's I think I'll be fighting for a playing spot. I think Memphis is gonna be fighting for a playoff spot. I really like the talent. And I can honestly see probably Washington sneaking in the playoffs. Like if some crazy happen, like I don't know. I really love the talent they have. They have a lot of interesting guys that I'm interested to see. How they fit. Bill is just you got Bill. He's all real talent. So I'm really interested to see how they fit. I think Indiana is going to be really good. A lot of people are sleeping on Indiana, man. Hell, I can see Indiana slipping in. I wouldn't be surprised if Indiana was like in the playoffs. But for right now, it's I see how things how they fit. I got them fighting for a playing spot, but I do think that they're gonna be really really good. I think Indiana is gonna be good. I think a lot of people are asleep on them. I think they're gonna be really good. Like I said, I can easily see them in the playoffs. But for right now, I'm having fighting for that playing. Um. Now also too, I have the Raptors as a tank team. I just I don't know that team that they have I like some of their young players, but I honestly feel like um as the season go on, I wouldn't be surprised if they trade Siakam. And see that's why with Toronto's kind of hard to predict them because like going in the season, I can see them floating around that the playoffs like floating around maybe that eighth ninth with Siakam. But I really do feel like they probably gonna trade Siakam because they drafted what's the kid name? I think Scotty Barnes. So I don't know if Siakam is going to be long for him. So I'm gonna put him in that tank category for now. Um, I think Memphis is gonna be fighting for that for, playing again because Memphis is a team who's just gonna play tough every night, but but they still missing that piece to go along with Ja. I know you got Jaren Jackson, but I feel like they can add another solid like wing player. But I have them fighting for a plan. I have you know what I think yeah, oh yeah, the Spurs are going to be another bad tank team. Um, I'll be real, man. Man, I feel bad for Cat. I really do. It's I got him as a. I feel bad for Cat, man. His Cat. It's sad. It's so sad that in Minnesota. But yeah, I got them as not going. I don't think the Timberwolves are going to be a really good team this year. I just don't see it. The front office is in shambles. Yeah, it's a sad situation in Minnesota. Let's just say that at the least. Charlotte. I think I'm a. Hmm, I'm gonna put Golden State in the playoffs. I think Golden State will make the playoffs. You got Curry. I like some of the young pieces they got. Clay Thompson will be back. Hell, when Clay Thompson come back, and the only reason I just have him in the playoffs because I want to see how Clay Thompson come back. Because if Clay Thompson is looking like Clay Thompson, they easy going into that good, but not there yet. The only reason I wouldn't put him in that contender spot, even with Clay, is because I just feel like that bench, man, they really don't have no depth. They really don't have a lot of depth. So I can see them just being a playoff team. I can easily put them in a good, but not there yet category. But right now I'm just gonna have them, in the playoff, hunt. But I can easily see them in those two spots. Um, uh, I think mm, the Pelicans are interesting because the Pelicans I can see them as a play-in team. I think the Pelicans that their team. I think I really do think if all things I see. I don't know, man. I think the Pelicans are going to be fighting. I think the Pelicans are around that playing playoff category, like a team that I could see them being. I could see them like if things don't go right, losing all the games. Then I could see upside of them winning 30 to 40 games and like sneaking the playoffs. I feel like they definitely on the same tier as Washington and Memphis. Indiana. The Kings. I just oh man I don't think the Kings are bad, but I guess the Kings are definitely just a team that's just gonna be always hovering around, playing territory, and the Hornets too. I feel like the Hornets are definitely teams that is gonna be hovering around, with these teams in the playing. So yeah, man. So yeah, this is my list. How do y'all feel? The reason why I want to do a list like this, because I don't like, making a standard, list where like I predict, oh, okay, which team is going to be in, the number 1, 2 seed, which team will be the 3 seed. I don't like doing that because in the NBA, as we know, man, things are fickle. Like people get hurt, and so you just never know. So that's always hard to predict. But I feel like what makes a good, prediction is having it in this format where I give you my contender teams and I give you my teams who I feel like are good but just missing like another piece and teams so I feel like so this is a good format so yeah so man so leave a like, comment on the video, hit the subscribe button, because I want to know how you guys feel about more videos like this and in this format. Like I said, I got a lot more videos I'm gonna do like this. It's fun. I like doing stuff like this. So yeah, man. Let me know what you disagree with, what you agree with. Yeah, and we out.